So you want to get into real estate and you don't know where to begin, then this video is for you because I am answering some commonly asked questions when it comes to getting your real estate license, joining a brokerage, and how to find your first clients. A little bit about me and my credentials on why I could talk about this. Hi, my name is Janelle. I got my real estate license in September of 21 and I landed my very first listing in December of 2021. And I'm going to teach you guys some things that I learned along the way, mistakes, things I wish I knew before I got into real estate, and the things that I really truly love about being in real estate. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get into this. So ironically, I'm filming this video in my car. As you should know, real estate agents work out of their cars like all the time. We are just on the go, showing houses, listing appointments, prospecting. We just kind of live out of our cars. So understand the first thing about getting into real estate is you will put miles on your car and you have to be okay with that. Okay, let's talk about how to get into real estate and what you need to do. The very first thing that you need to do is join an accredited real estate course through your state. Every state is going to be different. I have my real estate license in 2 states, so I have more knowledge when it comes to getting your real estate license in terms of multiple states. So the first thing you need to do to become a real estate agent is to complete a set amount of hours of a real estate course and then take an exam to get your real estate license. Each state is going to be different, so you'll have to double check with your state's requirements. Usually you can go onto your state's Department of Real Estate website to double check the requirements for your state. For the state of California, I went through an online course and was able to take the exam in California fairly easily. We'll kind of use California as an example, but just know that you can go onto your Department of Real Estate for your state and figure out your best route to getting your real estate license in your state. So for me, I went through Kaplan Real Estate, which is an online course. I believe it was 120 hours. I could be wrong on that. It's been a few years since I've done it. After completing the online course, I did a 2-day crash course that I signed up for, and then I went in and took the exam shortly after taking the crash course, and I passed the exam my first try. What's hard for most people to realize is how long the course is actually going to take them. When I got serious about taking the course, it took me about 3 months, and you definitely have to realize that it takes a couple of months to go through the classes, take the exams, and complete the course. Make sure that you give yourself some time when you are completing your course before the exam. Let's talk about why people get into real estate. I got into real estate because I love the flexibility in the career. You really set your own schedule, your own hours, and you work when you want to work for the most part. Obviously, when you take out clients, you kind of have to work around their schedules to show houses and what works for them. But for the most part, real estate is very flexible, and that's what's appealing to a lot of people who want to get into real estate. You have unlimited earning potential. In real estate, the more you put into it, basically how much you're going to get out of it. So if you're prospecting daily, contacting people, and just working in the business constantly, your commission checks will come in more and more. And if you're not working, you're not going to be making money. So really, it does have an unlimited earning potential for how much you do put into it, which makes it an insanely amazing career. A lot of people say this about being in real estate. The reason why they love getting into it is because they love helping people, and that is huge. It is so much fun to help somebody find their dream home or sell their home and move on to the next phase of their life. It is rewarding to see smiles on people's faces when they purchase or sell the home that they've been wanting, and it truly is a fulfilling career in that aspect where you really are helping people with a major life decision like purchasing or selling real estate. Another reason why people get into real estate is it's different every single day. Your routine can be very similar, but every single day there's going to be new challenges, new rewards, new opportunities, and things that come up. And that's what makes it exciting, is because you'll never know what happens in real estate, and it's super fun to see the different types of days that you can get out of it. And lastly, obviously the potential long-term wealth. Getting into real estate, you can really catapult your career earning commission commissions and then buying your own real estate and really just branching out in the different sectors of real estate. And that's what's awesome about real estate, is just how much you can make and the flexibility that it offers. Can you do real estate part-time? My answer to this question is yes, but your momentum with it will be slower, and that means it's just going to be harder to get deals. You'll feel like it just takes longer. I highly recommend being in real estate full-time to give it the ample amount of time in the beginning to really succeed. But if you have to do it part-time, that is an option and you can do it part-time. Now that you're licensed and you're ready to get to work, how do you get your first few clients? So for me, when I first started out in real estate, I had 0 contacts, 0 leads, 0 deals, and no prospects. That is the best way to start out because you're hungry and you're ready to work. So for me, what I did was the brokerage that I joined was really good, and on top of teaching new agents how to be the best agent and how to work hard. Being a real estate agent is a lead generating business. When you're starting out, even when you're well into your career, you constantly have to be lead generating. And I'm going to share a few tips and different ideas on how to lead generate. The brokerage that I had joined when I first got into real estate sat a group of us down that were new agents to kind of train us in the business, and every single day we met and we talked about leads we were working with and different prospecting ideas, and then we went out and we went prospecting, and each day we had a different type of prospecting activity that we had to do. Monday was cold calling. Our brokerage gave us a list of phone numbers that we had to pick up the phone and call and hope somebody picked up on the other end and talk to about real estate. I had about 400 phone numbers. Out of 50 phone numbers I called on that list, one person picked up their phone. Out of the 400 that I called, one person gave me a listing appointment. Cold calling is a grind, and it's so much work of just calling people, but there are people out there that do want to sell their home and are willing to talk to you. You just have to be willing to pick up the phone and ask the right questions. My camera died because it got overheated, but I hope this video helped you make the decision whether or not you want to get into real estate. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to make more videos about being a real estate agent and what it takes to succeed, so follow along for more of those videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.